Welcome to Plant Medicine Transmissions with Javier Regueiro. This week, I would like to offer you all a guided meditation because I feel myself that the world as it is, as we create it, is topsy-turvy, and yet the earth and the heavens are more than ever willing to support us through these difficult times. This meditation is best done with your phone turned off, laying down, not while driving and not while using heavy machinery. You can listen to it and do it anytime you want. I know that in these last few months, I have repeatedly done something similar in order to ask and receive more consciously that support that I have often needed whenever I felt overwhelmed and challenged by the present situation. So here it is. First of all, I invite you to lay down, possibly in a place that is quiet, possibly even laying down on the earth, but that is not necessary. The first thing is breathing, of course. And I invite you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This is the kind of breathing that I always recommend to my clients whenever we have sessions together and also during plant medicine ceremonies. The breathing is about filling our being with breath, with oxygen, and exhaling through the mouth by relaxing the jaw and simply letting the breath out. There is no right or wrong way to do it. This is actually very, very simple. You should be able to hear your own exhale and allow any sound that wants to come out of your mouth to simply come out. Do not whistle out the breath, simply letting it out through your mouth. Filling up your lungs, your belly with that breath. Letting go of any idea, any concern about doing it right, and simply using the inhale as a way to fill yourself, to nurture yourself with generosity. With each exhale, giving yourself the permission to relax into the earth or onto the floor. And gently connect with the earth beneath you, feeling that support of the earth that is always available to us, and available to us more than ever at this time in history. There is a beautiful parable by Jesus in the Christian tradition, and that is the parable of the prodigal son. The prodigal son, after leaving his father's home, goes away, squanders all of his money that he had received from his father, and ends up having to take care of pigs and feeding himself with acorns, just like the pigs, because that's the only thing that is left to him. His shame, his guilt for squandering his father's gifts, prevents him for a really long time from going back home. Eventually, he gets over himself and over his guilt and shame and returns home to his father. And his father welcomes him back with open arms and orders a banquet to celebrate his son's return. So I invite you to gently do a scan, particularly in your mind, about any self-judgment, any shame, any guilt, and gently letting go of this shame and guilt that keeps one from receiving the support and the love that is always available to us. Inhale. Letting into the earth that self-judgment, that shame, that guilt. And offering it to the earth, who will take it gladly, so that we can be in a place of wholeness, in a place that is better conducive to receiving the gifts and the blessings of creation. And continuing this process of letting go and letting ourselves be held by this earth beneath us, as well as being held by the heavens above us. Gently noticing any resistance, whether it is mental, physical, or emotional, to further surrendering and to further opening ourselves to receiving. Now, of course, we receive that support and blessing all the time, in every moment of our lives. But being conscious of it and being in a place of gratitude for that support that is always given to us allows us to benefit even more from this beautiful support. The generosity of our inhale is actually a very simple way to align ourselves with the generosity bestowed upon us from the whole universe. In our culture, we are often in the grips of feeling like we do not deserve that gift of love, that gift of support. We are often concerned about not being able to receive. So I invite you, for the time being, don't worry about it, because these will probably come back before you know it. But letting go, at least temporarily, of any belief that you do not deserve to receive. Letting go of these ideas that in order to receive such blessings, we need to improve or change who we are. As the parable of the prodigal son teaches us, there is no need for us to be perfect or to be what we believe to be perfection in order to receive that support. So I invite you to become aware of all this striving, all this trying, and simply letting them go, because these are just constructs in our minds and therefore not that relevant after all. Inhale and let go. Inhale and simply letting the breath out. As we let go of these mental constructs, these beliefs about not deserving, we are better able to receive, to open ourselves to receiving the blessings of all of the universe. The earth and the heavens support us like the best of parents, of generous parents that only wishes the very best and are always there to nurture us, to support us, and also to comfort us in moments of distress. So as you keep breathing, feel that support and give yourself the permission to simply rest in that infinite source of loving support. The support of this Mother Earth and the support of the Father, the Divine Father in heaven. With each exhale, just dropping deeper into that embrace, into that supporting energy. And now I invite you to do a gentle scan on all levels of your being and feel what may be needed for you at this particular time. And asking the earth and the heavens to support us in those areas of our lives and being that feel like in need to receive. And as we continue to breathe, opening ourselves to receiving that which we have been asking for. And trusting that on some level we are indeed receiving that support. Taking the time to simply receive. Taking the time also to acknowledge that support and to express our gratitude for that support. This is a wonderful practice to engage in whenever we feel alone, whenever we feel left to our own devices, to remember that we are never alone and that the whole universe is always supporting us. Blessings.